What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Tom Trips Out, and in this episode we're at Psar Khmer Food Court in Siem Reap. My name's Tom. This is my trip out.
Well, hey everybody, come along with me. Take a trip to a place to find what I see. Meet people, live foods, see the joy they bring, and how much it costs to try new things. Well, come and watch me on my trip out. My name's Tom. This is my trip out.
So we're right here. It's just in front of Pub Street. There's Pub Street over there. And what this is, it's a place inside that looks really beautiful and it's really cool, but they've got many different restaurants in here. So if you're with a group or whatever and you can't decide on what type of food, you could just all come here and everyone gets something different, but you can still sit together and everything. They also do, they're showing a sign here, they have the traditional dance performance every night at 7:30 to 8:30, and here it's free. Usually those kind of things are done in a theater or a really nice local looking old Khmer building, and it's a one price that includes dinner and a whole show, and you go somewhere and do it, and it usually costs somewhere around $20 to $30 for all that. So here's a place where you could come and see it for free, and they have a stage way at the back, and we'll go see that when we get there. Then look at that. And there's even seating upstairs too. So have another dessert and ice cream rolls here. That's where they spread out like liquid ice cream on this flat spot. Then they roll it up into like a roll of ice cream and put a bunch of those into a cup. You get rolled up ice cream. So here's a bunch of Western food. It looks like hamburgers, sandwiches, pizza, pasta dishes. If there's someone in your group or you're that person who's a really picky eater, they've got you covered here with some normal stuff that isn't that adventurous at all or anything. It's cool in the middle. They almost made a little river. That's a boat there. And they have like mystical fog coming out. I've seen pictures on Google Review that sometimes an employee will sit in here and they dish out and serve food from within the boat. So it's like giving you a vibe of if you visited the floating villages. That's how they do it there. And so they're trying to recreate a little snapshot of what it's like to be in a floating village, and there's an auntie like serving you from a boat in the water. I've actually been in here like maybe a year or two ago, and it's changed a lot. They've added more. They didn't have all these water parts when I was here the last time. Looks like there's a whole barbecue station here, but it's not happening right now. I don't know why. Yeah, it's all different types of skewers or meatballs or seafood. Barbecued. And a boat full of beers. And there's like a big bar right here, a big cocktail bar, and I can see they've also got the towers of beer. I'll go over and show you. It's like a big, basically what it says it is. It's a big tower, and they can fill it with draft beer and put that on your table, and then you kind of, with a spout, you pour your own beers from it. So these things, they can fill up one of those with beer and bring it to your table. Okay, let's see if we can find the stage at the back where they'll have that dance performance going on later. So here it is. All right, I found the stairs to get up one level. Let's check out they're calling it the second level lounge up there. It's like a spiral staircase here. It's cool up here. It's like open to the outside, wide open, so you feel the air and everything. The seats look more comfortable up here too, like a cushion or like a couch. There's more stairs here. So after walking around, it looks like every place has a lot of this same food. It's like all the normal Khmer dishes you could think of. And then there's a few places here that have all the Western stuff I showed you. It's not only that one. There's, you know, burgers, pizza, pasta. But here's one that's different. This is a Japanese food. And they've got like a couple ramen. There's a couple katsu things. There's gyoza. There's Japanese skewers. And then you'll notice a lot of these places, they'll do whatever culture food they are. And then they'll have a small section of, they also have burgers and like pizza. So just to satisfy someone picky, sometimes they'll have Western stuff on the side of their menu anyway. Oh, and there's another pizza place over here and burgers. That's what it looks like. It's all Khmer and pizza and burgers. But that's not to say there's no options. Like, look at this board here. So much. And then all of these, all those little pictures is something else. All of these too. This wall looks pretty good actually. Ribs, dumplings, beef skewer. I can see too there's different signs for their happy hour and drink specials, but it's written in Khmer, so I can't see exactly what it says, but looking at the picture, it's like, oh, you buy 3 bottles and you get a 4th bottle for free. And they extrapolate that up, so you could even get 2 or 3 pitchers and you get a 3rd pitcher for free, or 3 of those big towers and you get another tower for free. So it's that type of deal. Oh, there we go. The tower's 29,000, so that means it's $7.25 for that. Just a regular pitcher is $4, and then just a 1 glass of draft is 75 cents. So a lot of things are between $3 and $5. Like, so for example, hey, fried chicken legs, $4. Yeah, every little picture there has like a $3, $4, or $5 price tag on it, basically. So I think I'm gonna get something from the Japanese place. I'm in the mood for some ramen, I think. And then maybe some edamame on the side, little green soybeans. So that should be $2.50 for those. Then I can get one of these ramens. Ramen noodle soup. Can I have a pork miso ramen?
Pork miso ramen.
And edamame?
Edamame, yes.
So that's going to be $7. And what he told me is you have to go and buy coupons here that you use at all these restaurants. You cannot just pay directly at the restaurant. You have to first come to a coupon booth and you purchase like tickets that you can use all at everything inside here to buy stuff. Hi, I need 28,000 real. Okay, thank you. So I just bought this ticket. I just told her how much money I wanted on it, and then that was it. All good?
You can sit everywhere, okay?
Okay. I'll just be right there, yeah. All right, so he told me to have a seat while they make it, and he's gonna bring it over to me. So this is where you would sit if they were operating this right now. And there would be someone sitting in this little boat preparing each bowl and then just like giving it to you. And you choose one of these seats right here, right beside, and they can dish it out from the boat. I just came super early. It was like 4:30 p.m. when I was here. Okay, so the food came. Look at this. Pork miso ramen. It looks really good. And then this edamame. And what's cool is now there's an attendant in this boat thing. It looks like they're making a waffle or something. Like little pancakes. Dumping some batter or whatever it is. Okay, let's try these green things. Really good. You can tell it's fresh out of the thing. Fresh out of the steamer. So I think it really gets started around 5 or 5:30 because there's a lot of things just starting now, and I've been here for an hour already. So it's just after 5 o'clock now, probably 5:15, and you can see they're starting to load up that barbecue area there with skewers and different things. So obviously it's better to come after 6 o'clock. And then at 7:30 they have the big dance performance. I was just getting hungry, and I like to come when there's not too many people here, so I wanted to come right up when it opens. Okay, let's try the ramen now. Oh, it's good. I usually get tonkatsu ramen, which is a little bit creamier. This is a miso ramen, which I also love. There's a big mushroom in there. Pieces of pork belly or whatever it is. So I'm going to finish this off. And then I say before we leave, we go back to the barbecue area there. It was all empty before, but they've laid out a big spread. I can smell the smoke now and everything. So, you know, in 5-10 minutes, we'll make a pass by there. So here's the barbecue station. Now it's all set up. And this keeps the flies away. So this was the lady that was beside me. You can see from this side now. And each one has something different. This one I saw them put a big flaming charcoal in there, so this will be something barbecued. And so now there's people working at the bar there. They weren't there the last hour. They've dumped snow all over this. That was probably the guy that was chopping up ice for that. So we're on our way out, but we'll take one last look here that she's finished some off so you can see the finished product now. Then yeah, if you're sitting at one of those close tables, you can say, hey, what do you got there? Give me one of those. To like any of the ladies in the boats there. So yeah, that's Psar Khmer Food Court. Yeah, don't make my mistake. You should get there at like 6:30 would be ideal. Then everything will be fully set up, and at 6:30 it'll be just 1 hour away from the free performance they do on the stage. And then remember, you got to get tickets to spend for any of the food or restaurants in there at the ticket counter. And I don't really like that actually, because it's the kind of place where you're walking around and impulsively I might think, hey, I'll get one of those too, and then hey, give me another drink, and then I have to keep going back and getting another ticket. Or you have to buy a ticket that has like way more money than you need on it so that you can just keep on spending. That's what they probably want you to do, so you end up leaving at the end with still some money left on your ticket. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. And until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.